Welcome to Walking the Earth, Turkey. Today we are in the ancient city of Didyma in the Aegean region of the Republic of Turkey. We're at the ancient Temple of Apollo, and all around me is a forest of columns and walls that were 3 times taller in its heyday. Now this temple ground goes back at least 2,800 years, if not more, because there was a sacred spring which dried out maybe 2,400 years ago. This was one of the most famous oracle sites in all of the Greek-speaking world. So this is ancient Ionia, and this temple was dedicated to the sun god Apollo, who has other associations as well. And because this was a Greek polytheistic area, there were also temples and shrines of other deities in the vicinity. It's a very interesting place. And the columns are very impressive. Upon first impression, it reminded me of what it must feel like to be at Luxor in the forest of columns there in the giant temple grounds. I still haven't had a chance to go there, but this is quite impressive, and it's surrounded by olive trees, a variety of interesting birds. The whole Aegean region is amazing, and it's like being transported back in time to ancient Greece, ancient Persia, ancient Rome, the Alexandrian Empire. And you will find old early Ottoman era masjids here, masajid or mosques. You'll also find ancient churches. There used to be a Byzantine church here on the temple grounds at a later point. The oracle was persecuted and worship was ended here during the early Christian era. I believe Diocletian, he got some of his go-ahead for the persecution of the Christians from this very oracle at this temple grounds. So it's a very fascinating place. So Didyma, it's related to the word twin, and it is very near, like there was a sacred roadway, a sacred path that went all the way to Miletus, the famous Ionian city of philosophers and scientists from more than 2,000 years ago plus. And I know that Alexander the Great, he contributed funds for a variety of temples in the area as well, if I'm remembering correctly. So if you get a chance to come here, this is halfway between Bodrum and Izmir, which is the ancient biblical city of Smyrna, one of the 7 churches of Revelation in the books of the Bible, the end book of the Bible in its current form. And so you've got many areas to visit here. Ancient Smyrna, you've got Ephesus, Selçuk, which has the old Isa Bey Masjid, and a very nice museum. The Ephesus site is world class, one of the very best Greco-Roman ruin sites in the whole world, with its famous theater. And then you've got beautiful beaches in the area, all the way down from Izmir down to the various peninsulas in the area. So if you're in the area, you're going to get a chance to see ancient churches, ancient temples, very old, beautiful mosques. You go up to Manisa and you'll find a mosque designed by Sinan, who also was involved in designing a number of the classic style mosque that you see from the Ottoman era that's duplicated to this very day. So you'll see his work all over Turkey, and there's a very nice one in Manisa. So within this region, and you've got a number of beautiful national parks like Dilik Peninsula, which you'll see wild pigs, and then the Biyuk Mjendris area, which has a huge variety of birds, over 350 species of birds, including water birds. Lake Bafa is near here with some world-class rock climbing, and it looks a lot like Joshua Tree National Park, Estes Park up in the Denver area by Rocky Mountain National Park, and the Black Hills. So this is a beautiful area and very well worth visiting. So until next time, be happy.